Making a movie.
There's a lot that goes into it.
You've got the lighting,
The filming,
the directing,
the acting,
the costumes,
the set design,
the coaching,
the food,
the casting,
the makeup,
the watching,
the setup.
the teardown.
And a director who poses like a model.
Numbering. To place one's left arm over the ribcage while the right elbow is strategically placed on top to provide for a resting pose to scratch the chin. Used in a sentence, David was numbering while watching the first take.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor, good looking. Hey, going hot, so hot, just like an oven. And I'll burn myself, I just had to touch it. But it's so fine, and it's all mine. Hey, baby, we don't mind all the watching. Cause if they study close, real close, then my...
But with his graceful directing, he made Mirage the best it could be.
So the process all started with Sholey and Ribbler assigning us our positions, then getting the script done, then sending out casting calls. And there is where we will begin.
Looking for a Jared.
Looking for someone like scrawny, 40 years old.
It was the finding of Jared that was the hard part.
Waiting for people to come and audition.
There better be more people. There will be.
There's no one here right now, so.
They're gonna come, I feel it in my bones.
And then we got bored.
If you study my 8-week program, you will learn a system of self-defense that I've developed over 2 seasons fighting in the Octagon. It's called Rex Quanta.
And then people actually started to come in.
Listen, I know you think you're all righteous and don't even need to pay attention to me.
You know what, jackass? The world is full of guys like you.
Or you probably throw Shakespeare at me, right? Once more into the breach, dear friends. But you've never been near one.
He doesn't look like Jared to me then.
No, but say you want to grow facial hair, I'm sure we could scrap him off. Yeah.
And then we found our Jared, our robber, crying woman, kid who wants a muffin, the asshole dad, security officers, screaming woman, man who forgot his change, and extras.
So after everyone was cast, and after lots of planning and scouting of locations, we began our first day of shooting.
What?
The first day of shooting, where no one knew what they were doing and food was the top priority.
We even had a mix-up with the law.
They thought that it was going to be like a stick-up. So that, like I explained, I was like, nobody's going to be brandishing a gun. Like, nobody, we're not going outside with the gun. They told me that they were worried about someone with a concealed weapon coming into the store and seeing us and shooting at us.
Well, Friday was the pawn shop.
Pawn shop. Oh,
that was the slowest day.
It was slow going at first.
Everything went pretty well, except it was just so slow.
I think it's because it was everyone's first day though that
yeah.
We were kind of stumbling through it. You know, it was just getting our feet wet.
I mean, it took just as much time as it did on some of the other days to get, what was it, 3 shots? Yeah, 3 shots is all we got, I think.
The first shot that we had to do was one of the point of view shots of the film, which have been the most difficult. So Rob was standing over Carlisle with the camera and had to walk with him as he turned and looked into the mirror and caught his reflection, and Rob had to kind of get the camera out of the mirror. So it took a lot of takes, but we finally got it, and it worked out.
With a lot of time spent on perfecting the shots combined with it being everybody's first day, we were off schedule, but got everything done that we needed to. On to the next day.
So Saturday, we filmed in 2 different locations. We had the parking lot and the garage sale, and we took a lot on Saturday.
Saturday.
Everything was good, except the lighting really sucked.
The problem was the whole script takes place in one day. So halfway through filming the parking lot, the sun came out.
It really wasn't anyone's fault. It was
The sun outside in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the sun decided to hide behind a cloud, come out, and
then ruin most of our shots.
And it completely changed our lighting, and when we went into watching the film and going into post, the lighting's completely different for the parking lot scene.
Yeah.
And then at the pawn shop, or the garage sale, it just was just moving across the sky and just making it brighter and brighter. And we're gonna have to do a lot of editing there, so good luck with that, Ben.
Some of us were more positive than others.
The day has been great. We've all been really bonding.
I think it's been a really productive day. I think we're moving maybe a little slower than we could be moving. For sure, be moving. But overall, I mean, it seems like we're getting the shots we need. It's coming together. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to turn out really well.
And I got to write a segue. I mean, you can't get much better than that.
We started filming on Sunday. We had another one of the point of view shots. Rob was walking on a plank behind a guy, behind our actor Daryl, who plays the father, and had to catch his reflection. But in the meantime, the camera sees out one of the big windows of the coffee shop. And at the time, it was kind of gloomy, but it was dry outside. And by the time we set up for the next shot, there was a blizzard outside. It was completely awful. It was snowing. It was white. I mean, you could see the snow in the car, like by the cars. It was a winter wonderland outside.
The window is going to be one of the hardest things from what I hear, because
there's no
you try to
editing
totally
that.
overexpose the window behind them so you can't see the snow, but it was coming down pretty hard, and it made everything a lot more difficult.
It's blatantly obvious if you're looking for it. Hopefully the audience just won't notice it.
Hopefully Dave Schubert, the little boy, you know, his "wait till mom hears about this" line will totally just captivate the audience.
I think that this weekend will run much smoother than last weekend did. Last weekend we took a lot of time to set up between shots, and for this weekend I think we have a lot planned. It's the bulk of the script this weekend, so but I think that we can get it done if we just continue to work together and do the great job that we've been doing.
The next weekend was crazy.
Roll camera. Camera ready? Roll camera. Give that to her.
No actors.
So there's that. No uniforms. I tried to do what I could.
So
at the last
basically,
second.
you dropped the ball and it's all your fault.
No,
You had to point a finger at somebody.
I don't point fingers.
Who would you guess?
I would guess Ben Wood for writing cops.
And not even being here today.
Right.
Down in Texas.
He's not. He doesn't even care. Ben dropped the ball on this.
Long hours.
How are you doing?
How do you feel about there being 12 more shots to do today?
Yeah, I wish there were like 30 more shots.
I know.
More shots.
An hour per shot. Why don't we just stay here till tomorrow?
You're on lighting now, though. You got it.
So I'm no longer the acting coach, or I'm both. I'm doubling. I have great. Yeah, I did 6 people's jobs yesterday. It's ridiculous. I know. I can't laugh about this.
I think we're gonna overindulge a little bit after the stressful event of the day. And I'm not gonna be embarrassed about it.
Lots of sitting around.
If I had to describe Zamir in one word, it'd be kettle chip.
What? What is the deal? Like, I don't understand, like, why you're always up in my face with this camera.
You actually just pulled the camera into your face.
Kyle and Abby never get to be on camera.
Call her Abby? No one gives a shit about what we do.
What's her name? Allie?
The truck was returned late.
2 people, just
Two people Here, I got this side.
The set took forever to build.
Sandbags? Anybody?
This looks like a set now.
So Rob, whose fault would you say it is that the wheels ended up on the concrete when they're not supposed to? Would you say you dropped the ball on that one, or?
No. I don't know who's supposed to be like tearing that stuff down, so they dropped the ball.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So if you had to point the finger at one person, you'd say Mercedes.
But then we collaborated.
And we encouraged each other.
And we worked hard to get the next shot in place.
And we supported the decisions being made.
And we made a movie that we are proud to say is ours.
David, do you want to just leave
This donut is stale, disgusting. It's like eating like a rock with some sugar on it.
Beast in animal form, Dr. Sholey. As Papa Lee.
Oh, my head is
Okay, so I'm gonna launch this bottle cap at Samir while he's sleeping. Hang
What inspired you to want to act?
I like watching TV.
Who's your favorite actor? What's your favorite TV show?
I don't remember.
You don't remember your favorite TV show? Alright, what TV show have you watched recently that you really like?